Hello everyone. Gonna look at my World of Nintendo collection. I did the minifigures a few months ago, so today... Hey! We got a guest today. Today we're gonna look at the larger figures. Yeah, play with the Star Fox block. Got some third-party characters in the background. Can I help you? I do have all the accessories, I just didn't feel like digging them all out. Anyway, let's look at the characters. So we got DK, Donkey Kong, and that grin is kind of terrifying. We got Diddy Kong, his little buddy. You have the villager from Animal Crossing with his golfer pants. He kind of looks, and his head is bigger than his body, kind of like a Powerpuff Girl. Right, Cassie? Here, headbang with Donkey Kong. Sorry. Got Bonker Rule. Have Samus, who, I never got any of her other variations, but the Varia suit looks really cool, so I want to pick that version of her up, that other reprint. Okay. Oh, now she's chasing the mushroom. The one-up mushroom, that is. Here, play with Samus's morph ball. Anyway. She's going berserk! Don't choke on it. Wow. Anyway. So, yeah, I haven't been able to find the other version of her. The Varia suit, but I'll keep hunting for it. Shut up, Sonic over. I have the Inkling figures. Whoops. Inkling Girl's tube thing won't stay on. I'd have to glue it in there. Now, the Inkling Boy, for some reason, they screwed up the paint job. And I've noticed that other people have this same problem, because, well, I've seen other people do videos on him, and it's the same thing. And plus, I've seen him in stores, like multiple I've seen him in stores, like, you know, more than one, we'll put it that way, you know, so, and all of them are like that, I think. There might be like a handful that are the right color, I don't know. I might be able to paint that somehow, but, yeah. I have the whole Star Fox team. Fox McCloud. My favorite, Falco Lombardi. I actually did a whole video on the Star Fox team for Christmas last year. Peppy Hare, whoops, who I just dropped. Not on the floor, but... And of course, Slippy Toad. His last name is the animal, yet his first name is more original. His first name is the animal, and his last name is more original. Whatever. Now, I also have this miniature version of... Well, this is the Olimar minifigure, but yeah, sometimes I'll put them in here with them since the size is pretty accurate, if you know what I mean. Now, I know Pokemon is made by Game Freak, and Hal makes Kirby, so... And they're more published by Nintendo, so I don't know if they would be in any of these waves or not, like... So I figured, yeah, I'll just buy the, like... You know, I keep them in here. There's Lucario and Pikachu. And I have this little Kirby. This was actually like a keychain accessory type thing. One of those backpack hanger things, so I just snapped the tab thing off. Like, I was like, oh, there you go, now we got a Kirby figure. Anyway, we're moving on to the Mario figures. We got the Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi. This is the earlier versions of like Mario, which is why they're probably not too poseable, so to speak. Well, his legs are kind of, yeah. Headbangers. Cats chewing on things. We have Wario and Waluigi. The Wario Brothers, if you will. I just made that up. Princess Peach, their trusty little parasol, which she's going to hook it onto her hand there. There we go. Pip pip. Sorry. And sometimes I'll put this little toad figure in there, so to speak, you know, since this, again, the size is kind of accurate. I don't have any of the larger toads, but this, like, the size is accurate. Shades of Smash Brothers. And of course, we gotta have Yoshi, with that big honker there. Burp, burp. Beep, beep, Richie! Beep, beep, Yoshi. I have the green paratrooper. And of course, you can pull his wings off. Now you have a regular Koopa Trooper. Funny story, I remember with the original Mario Kart, I used to always pick the Koopa Trooper. Well, not always, but he was one of my favorite characters in that. So I picked him a lot. And then I remember being really disappointed when they took him out of Mario 64, or Mario Kart 64, excuse me. And now he's like in pretty much every Mario Kart game, and I hardly ever pick him anymore. Then, of course, fairly new figure, we have Lakitu with the spiny shell. It comes with this little thing here if you want to make him stand better. Spiny spike ball. Very cool. And these are really detailed, these figures, which I think I've talked about before. Now, the more recent line, to be honest, I was a little disappointed because, well, as you can see, it's, it has Mario with a star, the Inkling Girl, Bowser Jr., Lakitu, and Ice Mario. So, yeah, it's like, literally 4 out of 5 are Mario characters, which is fine. I mean, like I said, the Lakitu figure is really cool, but, like, 2 Marios, really Jack specific? Yeah, but whatever. And I remember there was actually 2 Star Marios. There's this one, and then there was the other one where he has, like, the glowing type thing or whatever. And I almost bought it just because of the star. I was more interested in the star accessory, but I was like, that's crazy to buy it just for that. So I was like, I came across these little rings, which I think there was like 8 of them all together. So here's the star one. No, these are probably too big for my fingers, but I was like, well, you know what, that gives me an idea. You just do this. And there you go. There's the star accessory. I also got another one, which was a green shell. I might cut that off so it'll be more like a green shades of Super Mario. Now I'm gonna look at the Zelda figures. I should probably note that Donkey Kong is the only 6-inch figure I have. I wouldn't mind getting them. I want to get Bowser, but he's kind of hard to find. Same with the Metroid. But of course we got the original Link. Zelda. Looks like she's dancing to the music, despite my fingers making her dance. That sounded wrong. That was her alter ego, Sheik. And then we have Skull Kid, which I think is one of my favorites. You know, he's really well detailed. It's awesome. And his accessory is actually his mask, so you can take it off, and it's kind of creepy looking. Then probably the peak of my collection, Shadow Link, who I still have in the box. Yeah, he was in, I think he came out, it was last spring? Not this previous spring, but the spring of like 2016 was when this wave hit the stores. And he was actually exclusive to Spencer's, which is kind of interesting because the only Spencer's there's only 2 in my area that, the only toys they sell are, well, adult toys, if you know what I mean. And I never saw him there, and he was actually, because he was and exclusive to those stores, he was $20, so he was like twice the price of these other figures, which is part of the reason I still have him in the box. And then it was, I think I told this story before, but anyway, it was last November maybe, or September or something. Anyways, it was last fall. I went to the mall, and there was this calendar store that sells like calendars, board games, other little knickknacks and stuff, and I was like, oh cool, they got some World of Nintendo stuff. So they only had a handful of figures. Like, they had ones I already, I think they had Waluigi, which, like, I didn't have much interest in at the time. They had Peach, who I already had, so I'm like, it's like, oh my god, they have Shadow Link! So I bought him, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna keep him in the box. Now, let's talk about some for future releases. Well, first off, I'd love to see, for a mini figure of Mario characters, I'd love to see a Spiny, because that's one of my favorite villains. Not this, but like an actual Spiny. And I'd also love to see a Ninja, which, if you don't know what a Ninja is, it's one of these guys. So that's pretty much all I can think of for Mario. Oh, Rosalina would be awesome. They should make, for Donkey Kong characters, I'd love to see what the hell are those? The Kremling or whatever? The alligator guys? One of them would be, obviously, King K. Rool, a 6-inch one would be awesome. They really need to do more Metroid figures. Not just reprints of Samus, but like, whatchamacallit, I'm trying to think of what those, Space Pirates. That would be awesome if they made one of those, or some of the more obscure characters, like Weevil or Sylux, maybe. If they ever do more 6-inch figures, I'd love to see them make a 6-inch Ridley. That would be fucking awesome. And for, it would be great if they made the Star Wolf team. That would be sweet. And then, of course, there's the more, not obscure franchise, because I know, obviously, they have to gain the rights to other franchises, so if they can do that, ones that I'd love to see them get the rights to, well, Fire Emblem, of course, which I think that shouldn't be too hard since Fire Emblem's become so popular. Punch-Out would be great. Kid Icarus, F-Zero. I mean, the Kid Icarus would be, F-Zero, excuse me. You could have Captain Falcon, then he'd come with, like, the Blue Falcon, like a little miniature model figure of it, like that. But those are just some of my ideas for future releases, so that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have yourselves a fabulous day.